Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video for Ark Survival Evolved. Today in this video, folks, I'm going to be showing you how to tame a Baryonyx. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. So, obviously, to tame a Baryonyx, you will first of all need a saddle to ride it. I will cover that later. And you will need kibble as well. And it does like the regular kibble. As you can see, here is the saddle for the Baryonyx. And in order to craft it, you will need to be level 49, as you can see right there. And this is what you will need in order to craft it. Now, of course, the Baryonyx is a water creature. This is definitely a creature to have if you want to do some underwater exploration. And it does like fish once it has been tamed, so do bear that in mind if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong with that, but that is what I remember. So that is what I want over there. It is a 150 Baryonyx. In order to tame it, obviously, you will need to set up a trap, or I do recommend that you set up a trap. The Baryonyx do tend to spawn near waters and of course near swamps. So the trap that I'm going to be showing you is a trap that I've shown before here on my channel. It is a pitfall trap. And we're going to start with 4 foundations. We're going to do a 2x2 foundation for the trap. I'm going to try and kind of aim it in the direction of the Baryonyx. So let's set up the foundations, and I'll do that right there. The surface that I've chosen to build on is fairly flat, so it should make it easy. Once you have the foundations down, you will want to place 8 walls all the way around. So we're going to go with 1 wall tall all the way around. Now the Baryonyx, of course, once it has been tamed, is able to jump, but it is not able to jump out of the trap once it has been led into the trap. In order to get the Baryonyx to go into the trap, well, we'll need some ramps. So what I like to do with my traps is I like to set up ramps all the way around it, despite the fact that I will be kiting probably the Baryonyx from a different location. But that does help with things when they do go wrong, especially in the swamps and with the game mechanics where things can suddenly spawn on top of you. So that, of course, means if something goes wrong, I have 4 sides from which I can choose to kite the Baryonyx into the trap. Also very important here is before you start to kite the Baryonyx into your trap, make sure that the area is clear. Now it does not always work, as things may spawn on top of you, but it does generally simplify the situation. So any hostile creature in the area I normally like to take care of. Sometimes it does make life easier, sometimes it doesn't work. It's just one of those things. I prefer to try and simplify my life as much as I can, especially when taming something of a high level. Now, the Baryonyx does not naturally get attacked by other creatures in the swamp, but for example, if a Sarco or Capro is chasing something else, say a Phiomia, and the Phiomia gets stuck in the trap, the Sarco or the Capro may accidentally end up hitting the Baryonyx once it has been knocked out, which means you will lose taming effectiveness, which of course also means that you will lose levels. So you want to get as many levels on the creature that you are trying to tame. The best, as I said, is the regular kibble, and I'm going to try and kite this creature from afar. I don't want to get too close to the water, as in the water there will be leeches and other dangerous creatures. So I'm going to try and get a tad bit closer. I am still out of range. I don't want to get too close to the water. There we go. That dart has made contact, so now I need to position myself at the opposite side of the trap in such a way that when the Baryonyx chases me, it just falls straight into the trap. It has lost aggro, and we have this stupid Parasaur right here trying to complicate my life. So this is what I mean when things go wrong. It's a good thing that it happened because you get to see exactly what's happened, and you know, it's just gone from bad to worse, but that's fine. We can deal with it. I will have to take care of these circles right here. And hopefully I don't accidentally kill the Baryonyx as well, or myself. So everything's going alright. There's a snake there as well. So I'm going to still try and do this and kite it into the trap. See if this one works. Now on that side there is a snake as well. Oh, it's coming for me, so let's get out of here. So obviously, as you can see, you will need something to defend yourself with. And to my luck, whilst I was dealing with the snake, the Baryonyx decided to change aggro onto me, and it just fell into the trap as it was pretty much on the edge of the trap. Obviously, things did not work out as perfectly as I wanted to, but it worked out nonetheless, and that is kind of how the trap works, and that is how life in the swamp tends to work in this game. Now you can do two things. You can kite it from close to the trap. As you can see, the Baryonyx is sticking out. Or what I like to do is I like to find high ground in a location or from a position where the other nasty creatures of the swamp cannot get to me. In this case, I'm going to just climb up this wall or this cliff right here and then knock it out from the cliff. It is a fair distance away, but I'm just going to use the iron sight to continue putting darts into the Baryonyx until it is knocked out. Also, whilst we are doing this, and this may take a while, I just wanted to apologize to everyone for my last 3 or 4 videos. I do realize that the audio quality of those videos was awful. As some of you may know, I am, at the time of making these videos, on holiday for about 2 or 3 weeks. And whilst I did test all of the gear that I took with me, I did actually test the microphone that I was going to use, or was using, on my main computer, which goes through a mixer and stuff. So it sounded alright. However, on the Alienware laptop, it just sounds awful. So I've had to work around it and find some stuff to make it work. So I ended up buying a external sound card in order to make things work, and of course a microphone as well. So obviously my voice does sound somewhat different compared to my standard videos or my normal videos, and of course I do apologize for that. I did not foresee this problem. As you can see, the Baryonyx is now knocked out, so from this point forth it is just a simple thing of feeding it its preferred food. Now obviously this is a high level Baryonyx, so what I suggest you do is that you starve it out. In order to do that, you'll have to wait for it until it is starved enough so that when you put the food in, it instantly tames, just like it has done with me. For this, of course, there is an amazing app. It is called Dodo Dex, and it is an app that you can find both for Android as well as iOS devices. The app is amazing for the starving technique that I'm using in this game, as well as taming and breeding and just about anything else with regard to creatures and dinos in the game. Definitely a must-have sort of app. As you see, the Baryonyx can jump, but it cannot jump out of the trap. And as I said, this is an amazing creature for water exploration. If you do not have access to a Megalodon or a Nixie or any sort of water creature, do bear in mind it does not have a lot of HP, and it does of course require fish in terms of food for eating once it has been tamed. Also, before I end up the video, I just wanted to ask your guys' opinions of the sound quality. I hope this sounds a hell of a lot better than it did before. I didn't have much of a choice with regards to the microphone that I had. I did not realize it was that bad. However, as I said, I have made a small investment on my holiday to try and get the equipment to improve the sound quality of the audio on my videos, as of course I do like to deliver high quality audio and videos in general speaking. And of course, as I said, I am using a separate microphone, as that was pretty awful, the microphone that I had. Obviously I did want to put videos out, and I did realize it wasn't the best of quality, but I didn't realize it was that bad, so I'd like to apologize for that. I've tried to make amends and repair the sound quality. I do realize that even this is not as good as what I normally have here on this channel, but for the moment it will have to do. Of course, it has also taken me a lot of testing and trials and errors to get the sound quality to be better. And as I said, I appreciate it's not as good as it could be, bearing in mind the circumstances in my previous content, but also do bear in mind that I am not recording these from my studio at home. With that being said and done, that is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already for more similar content from myself, and if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.